Robert, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I took your mom to the hospital because she wasn't feeling well.
Okay, and?
She needs to go to a bigger hospital for tests.
Is that all? Why are you bothering me with this?
Could you come with us next time?
Why do I need to go?
Because she's your mother, and it might be serious. I want you to hear what the doctor has to say.
It doesn't matter if I go or you go.
But Robert, this is important. It's about your mother's health.
You're enough. Why do I need to go too?
I think it would mean a lot to her if you came.
Besides, it's a weekday, right?
Yes, but...
I'd have to take time off work.
I know, but this is your mother we're talking about.
That's inefficient.
But she's your mother. Aren't you worried?
Just because I don't go doesn't mean I'm not worried.
It would show her that you care.
Of course I'm concerned.
Then why won't you come?
What's the point of getting emotional?
It's not about being emotional. It's about being there for her.
Me going to the hospital won't cure her illness.
No, but it will show her support.
More practical for me to work and earn money for her treatment.
I see. I'll go by myself then.
Good. That's settled.
Is there anything you want me to tell her?
Record what the doctor says.
Okay, I can do that.
Because you're not smart enough to understand complicated stuff.
That's not necessary, Robert. I can understand medical information.
Just record it. I'll listen later.
All right, if that's what you want.
I'm going back to work now.
Sorry, weren't you on break?
It's lunchtime, but I'm working while eating.
Don't you think you should take a proper break?
It's inefficient to just eat.
Your health is important too, you know.
I know how to take care of myself.
I have one more thing to discuss.
What? Make it quick. Don't waste my time.
It's about Emily. Could you come home sometimes and spend time with our daughter?
For what purpose?
Because we're family. I'd like to talk to you too.
Is that what you want to discuss? How trivial.
It's not trivial, Robert. Family time is important.
What do I gain from talking to you two?
Emotional connection, bonding, being part of your daughter's life.
I can't earn money or improve my skills.
There's more to life than just work and money, Robert.
Instead of having pointless conversations, I'd rather attend a self-improvement seminar.
Are you saying family time is a waste?
It's not productive.
Don't say such sad things.
I'm just being practical.
How can we call ourselves a family if we don't spend time together?
We live in the same house. That's enough.
It's admirable that you work hard, but please come home and be with your family sometimes.
I eat dinner with you 2 to 3 times a week, don't I?
Yes, but
We talked then.
you only give half-hearted responses when we try to talk to you.
What more do you want?
You're not really listening to us.
I hear you talking. That's listening.
We want to have real conversations.
About what?
About our lives, our feelings, our days.
That sounds pointless.
Please, Robert, try to connect with your family a little.
I'm providing for you. That's my connection.
There's more to being a family than just money.
Like what?
Like emotional support, love, companionship.
Those things don't pay the bills.
No, but they make life worth living.
Life is about success and achievement.
Don't you want to know what's happening in Emily's life?
Isn't she going to school? What else is there to know?
She has friends, hobbies, dreams. Don't you want to hear about those?
As long as she's getting good grades, that's all that matters.
There's so much more to our daughter than just grades.
Like what?
She's learning to play the piano. Don't you want to hear her play sometime?
Is it going to help her get into a good university?
It might, but more importantly, it makes her happy.
Happiness doesn't get you ahead in life.
Robert, please, just try to spend some time with us.
I'll think about it. Is that all?
For now, yes, but we need to talk more about this later.
Fine. I'm going back to work now.
Okay. I'll let you know how it goes at the hospital with your mother.
Just text me the important parts.
All right. Take care, Robert.
Bye.
Robert, I'm back from the hospital with your mother.
And?
The doctor wants to run more tests. It might be serious.
How serious?
They're not sure yet. That's why they need to do more tests.
How much would these tests cost?
I'm not sure. The doctor didn't mention the cost.
Well, find out. We need to know if it's worth it.
Worth it? Robert, this is your mother's health we're talking about.
Yes, but we need to be practical. If it's too expensive and there's no guarantee of improvement, what's the point?
The point is to try to help her get better.
And if she doesn't?
Then at least we know we did everything we could.
That's not very efficient use of resources.
Robert, please. Can you try to think of this as your mother and not just a financial decision?
I am thinking of her. I'm being realistic.
Being realistic doesn't mean being cold.
I'm not being cold. I'm being practical.
Your mother needs support right now. Emotional support.
And?
And I think you should visit her.
I told you I'm busy with work.
Can't you take an hour or two to see her?
And what would that accomplish?
It would show her that you care.
She knows I care.
Does she? When was the last time you told her?
I don't need to say it. She's my mother.
Sometimes people need to hear it, Robert.
This is getting us nowhere. What else did the doctor say?
They want to do the additional test next week.
Fine, let me know the results.
Will you come next time?
We've been over this. I'm busy.
Robert, please, this is important.
So is my work. That's what pays for these hospital visits.
I understand that, but...
But nothing. I've made my decision.
All right, I'll go again next week.
Good. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's all for now.
Okay, I need to get back to work.
All right. Goodbye, Robert.
Bye.
Robert, I have news about your mother.
What is it?
The test results came back. It's not good.
How not good?
The doctor says she has advanced cancer.
What kind of cancer?
Pancreatic cancer. It's pretty serious, Robert.
What's the prognosis?
They're not very optimistic. They're talking about months, not years.
I see.
Robert, I really think you should come see her.
What good would that do?
She's your mother, and she's dying. She needs you.
She has you there. That's enough.
It's not the same, and you know it.
What do you want me to do? Quit my job and sit by her bedside?
No one's asking you to quit your job. Just visit her when you can.
And say what?
Tell her you love her, that you appreciate her, that you'll miss her.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Sometimes important things are uncomfortable, Robert.
I'll think about it.
Please do. And Robert,
Yes?
she's asking for you.
Tell her I'm busy.
Robert,
What? It's the truth.
she's dying. Can't you make time?
I'll see what I can do. No promises.
All right, I'll be at the hospital if you change your mind.
Noted. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Robert. Robert, your mother, she's gone.
When?
This morning, I tried to call you, but you didn't answer.
I was in a meeting. How did it happen?
She went peacefully in her sleep. The nurse found her this morning.
I see. What needs to be done now?
We need to arrange the funeral. Can you help with that?
I'm swamped with work. Can't you handle it?
Robert, this is your mother's funeral we're talking about.
I know, but I have a big project due. I can't afford to take time off.
Your mother just died, and you're worried about a project?
The dead are dead. The living need to keep living.
I can't believe you sometimes, Robert.
Look, just handle the arrangements. I'll attend the funeral.
Fine, I'll take care of everything, as usual.
Good. Let me know when it's all set up.
I will. Goodbye, Robert.
Bye.
Robert, you made it.
Of course, I said I would.
The service is about to start. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Where's Emily?
She's over there with your aunt.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Robert, please try to show some emotion. People are watching.
What do you want me to do? Cry on command?
Just try to look sad, at least.
Fine, I'll do my best.
Robert, are you okay?
I'm fine. Why?
You haven't said a word since the service started.
What is there to say?
Maybe you'd like to say a few words about your mother?
I'm not good at that sort of thing.
It doesn't have to be long. Just a memory or something nice about her.
I'd rather not.
All right, I understand.
What the hell?
Emily? What's wrong?
Make her stop. People are staring.
Emily, honey, what's going on?
This is unacceptable. Stop laughing right now.
Robert, don't yell at her. Something's clearly wrong.
What is wrong with her behavior? This is embarrassing.
Emily, sweetie, can you tell me what's funny?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Couldn't help what? Laughing at your grandmother's funeral?
Robert, please! Let her explain.
It's just when they were talking about how kind and loving Grandma was.
And? What's funny about that?
It's not true. She was horrible to me.
What are you talking about?
Emily, what do you mean?
She used to hit me when you weren't around and say mean things.
That's ridiculous. My mother would never do that.
Emily, is this true?
Yes. I'm sorry I laughed. It just seemed so absurd to hear them praising her.
I don't believe this. You're making it up.
Robert, why would she lie about this?
To get attention, obviously. This is your fault, Sarah. You're bad parenting.
My fault? How is this my fault?
You spoiled her. Now she's acting out at a funeral.
Robert, listen to what she's saying. This is serious.
What's serious is her behavior, and yours for that matter. I want a divorce.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I want a divorce. I can't be associated with this kind of scandal.
Robert, you can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. This is unacceptable.
You know what? Fine, let's get a divorce.
What?
You heard me. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you prioritizing your work over your family. I'm tired of being the only one who cares.
Can't divorce me. What will people say?
I don't care what people say anymore. I care about our daughter, who's clearly been suffering.
This is absurd. You can't just decide to divorce me.
Watch me. Emily, come on, we're leaving.
You can't leave. What about the funeral?
You handle it. After all, she was your mother.
Sarah! Emily! Come back here!
Goodbye, Robert. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
This isn't over.
Oh, but it is. Come on, Emily, let's go home. Emily, sweetie, Can we talk about what happened at the funeral?
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to cause trouble.
You didn't cause trouble, honey. I'm just worried about you. Can you tell me more about what Grandma did?
It started when I was little. Whenever you and Dad weren't around, she'd say mean things.
What kind of mean things?
She'd tell me I wasn't good enough, that I was stupid and ugly, that you and Dad didn't really love me.
Oh, Emily, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell us?
I tried to tell Dad once, but he didn't believe me. He said I was making it up for attention.
And you didn't tell me because...
I was scared. Grandma said if I told anyone, she'd make sure you and Dad sent me away.
Oh, honey, we would never do that. I'm so sorry you went through this alone.
It got worse as I got older. She started hitting me sometimes.
Hitting you? Emily, this is serious. Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't think anyone would believe me. Everyone always talked about how nice Grandma was.
I believe you, Emily. And I'm so sorry I didn't notice. I should have protected you.
It's not your fault, Mom. You didn't know.
But I should have. I'm your mother. It's my job to keep you safe.
You do keep me safe, Mom. You're always there for me.
From now on, I promise I'll pay more attention. No one will ever hurt you like that again.
What about Dad? He seemed really angry.
Don't worry about your father. We'll figure things out.
Are you really going to get divorced?
I think it's for the best, honey. Your father and I, we haven't been happy for a long time.
Because of me?
No, absolutely not. This has nothing to do with you. It's about your father and me.
What's going to happen now?
Well, we'll probably have to move. But we'll be okay. We'll have each other.
I'm scared, Mom.
I know, sweetie. I'm a little scared too, but we're strong. We'll get through this together.
Promise?
I promise. Now, how about we order some pizza and watch a movie?
Can we get extra cheese?
Of course we can. Anything you want. Hello, Robert.
Sarah, we need to talk.
Yes, we do. I've spoken with a lawyer.
A lawyer? Already?
Yes, I meant what I said about the divorce.
Can we discuss this? Think of what people will say.
I don't care what people say anymore, Robert. I care about our daughter.
Speaking of Emily, I've been thinking about what she said.
And?
I still find it hard to believe. My mother would never do those things.
Your mother is gone, Robert. There's no reason for Emily to lie.
But it doesn't make sense. My mother was always so kind.
To you, maybe, but not to Emily.
How could I not have known?
Because you were never there, Robert. You were always working.
That's not fair. I was providing for the family.
Providing money, yes, but not emotional support, not love.
I love my family.
Do you? When was the last time you showed it?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I want a divorce.
Sarah, please. We can work this out.
It's too late for that, Robert. I've made up my mind.
What about Emily? She needs both parents.
She needs parents who are there for her, who believe her, who support her.
I can do that. I'll change.
I'm sorry, Robert, but I don't believe you. You've had years to change and you never did.
What about my mother's estate? We need to settle that.
About that, there's something you should know.
What?
Your mother, she had a gambling problem.
What? No, that's impossible.
It's true. I found out a few years ago, but you never listened when I tried to tell you.
How bad is it?
Bad. She mortgaged the house, took out loans. There's a lot of debt.
How much?
Hundreds of thousands, maybe more.
This can't be happening.
I'm sorry, Robert, but it is happening.
What am I gonna do?
That's for you to figure out. I'm taking Emily and moving out.
You can't just leave me with this mess.
Yes, I can. And I am. Goodbye, Robert.
Sarah, wait!
What is it?
I'm sorry for everything.
It's too late for sorry, Robert. I'll have my lawyer contact you about the divorce proceedings.
Sarah, please.
Goodbye, Robert. Emily, how was school today?
It was good, Mom. I got an A on my math test.
That's wonderful, sweetie. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. How was your day?
It was good. I had a meeting with my lawyer.
About the divorce?
Yes, honey. It's almost finalized.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, relieved. I think this is the best for all of us.
Even Dad?
Even your father, yes. He needs to learn some hard lessons.
Have you heard from him?
Not directly. My lawyer has been in contact with his.
Is he still mad about, what happened at the funeral?
I think he's come to terms with it, but he has other problems now.
What do you mean?
Well, remember how I told you about Grandma's gambling problem?
Yeah?
Your father is responsible for paying off those debts now.
Is that why he moved to this smaller apartment?
Partly, yes, but also because we don't need as much space with just the two of us.
Do you think we'll ever see Dad again?
That's up to you, honey. If you want to see him, we can arrange that.
I'm not sure. Maybe someday.
There's no rush. Take all the time you need.
Thanks, Mom, for everything.
You don't need to thank me, sweetie. I'm your mother. It's my job to take care of you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Emily. More than anything in the world.
Can we order pizza tonight?
Sure, why not? We have something to celebrate after all.
My math test?
That, and the start of our new life together.
I like the sound of that.
Me too, honey. Me too. I filed for divorce and sued both my husband and his mistress for damages. The mistress, who was apparently my husband's subordinate, quit her job afterward. She's now living in poverty in her hometown, struggling to pay back the debt from the lawsuit. My husband was demoted at work when the company found out about his affair with the subordinate. Between paying damages to me, child support, and his mother's debts, Robert had to sell his family home and land, and it still wasn't enough. With his reduced salary from the demotion, he's now working multiple jobs to desperately pay off the debts. Things aren't looking great for him. As for me, I moved to a new place and I'm living happily with my daughter. Our days are peaceful and calm, unlike our previous life. That was the only time I ever laughed at someone else's misfortune. Now, we're enjoying a tranquil life, free from all that stress.